What it do? What's happening? Welcome to the Austins. Very quick though, today's feed or topic for it is going to be a testimonial on a few encounters I had with God. Before I think a little bit before marriage. So for those people who are very curious, this testimony will actually help increase your faith. I believe so because it did something drastic with me. So, um, around 2015, I think a little bit after my deliverance against the great witch Jezebel in 2013. So in this particular moment, I started reading the word more, and it's more so out of fear, because God just brought me up out of a lot of stuff. Everything that happened at the Exodus time has happened to me, except for being thrown across the room. So the voice changed, me sliding across the floor, from a big, ugly, deep voice to a really, really high pitched feminine voice. Howling, contortion, all those things has happened to me. So, speed it up. I has been delivered at least over 150 devils at that point, and I was on a search for God, very strongly, because He allowed he didn't take His hand fully off me, but enough where I kind of He caught my attention, saying that I need to stop being how I was. Now, before I go into the testimony very strongly, I was a partier. I was very lukewarm Christian. I partied hard, live and live at the club, and then live again at church that morning and that evening. I was committing adultery with my wife, or although I wasn't married, but I was a fornicator. I also smoked, and I drank strong drinks and beer. Um, that was my life. I was an athlete, so I had a lot of attention, um, and I was very popular. So with all this stuff going, even in college, I had got away from church. I started being more of a party, athletic type of guy, and not staying as humble and meek as I need to be, because my path is my path, and I think I started to veer off of it very strongly. So even in that, speed it up now. The deliverance 2015. After that deliverance, the encounter I had was very strategic. I remember reading the word, and I wasn't seeing a whole lot of the miracles. I wasn't seeing a lot of the arms being grew back, and people getting up off from wheelchairs, the lame standing, and the dumb talking and hearing. I didn't see it that strongly. I did see a little bit laying of the hands of healing, a little prophecy every now and then, but it wasn't to the magnitude that I was craving after that gruesome deliverance I went through. So I remember reading the word, and I was in, I think I was in one of the apostles, between Mark and Luke, and I was like, Lord, like, if you want me to be a better witness to you, you got to show me some of this stuff. I remember praying, let me see the burning bush. I remember praying, uh, uh, I wanna have an encounter like Ezekiel with the angels with the four angels with four faces. I remember saying these things. So after I declared that out my mouth and I rested and went to sleep, it's like a complete switch happened. So I remember one particular evening, I was looking up at the sky. I'm still fresh. I'm still highly sensitive spiritually. And I was out on a balcony. And I was looking up at the stars. The stars were very pretty at that point. I was at Campus Heights, Memphis, Tennessee, apartment. So I was at Campus Heights apartment. And I was there, and I was looking up. But then I saw this horseman. And he was all white guy. Like he was flushed white. And they ride his horse. He'll stop. He'll pole. He kind of like looking at him. He'll look down because he was high up. He'll ride around. He'll stop me. Look down. all I could do was be in awe because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know why it was happening at the time. I forgot that I prayed that I need to have more encounters so I could be a better witness. So uh, then he leaves. He leaves, and it was like I saw a huge face of a man. He was a bearded man, face of a man. And he was looking like kind of like this side, like looking at, like looking in an angle, and then his face switched from a man to a lion to a bear swatting at a fish. He was swatting at a fish and a butterfly, and he'll flip like a pocket, like you know how those cartoonists like drawing a little book and then flip it, and then they just flip. That's how it was for me. So in that time frame, and it just happened. And it just kept it showed, and then it'll stop. And it'll stop with the butterfly. And then they'll leave. That'll leave, and then the horseman come back. He'll ride, he'll stop. And then after that, it was like a horse was running towards me. It was a nice looking horse, but it was also a white horse. It wasn't any colored. It didn't have any spot or wrinkle. There was a white horse, and it was riding towards me. It was getting bigger. It was coming from the sky, and I was like, my eyes like got bucked like that. And in that process, this happened for about 3 weeks. The horseman followed me around. It stopped at every. I was in college. You know what I'm saying? At that time, I was actually trying to. I think this is 2014, going into 2015. I was leaving University of Memphis. I was going to take my exams that December, and after that, it'll stop at every destination where my class was at, and it'll be over a building. It was a big horseman. Like, this was a gigantic dude. Like, it wasn't like no little small little cartoon. Nah, it was like a huge entity. It was big. And I was like, huh. And then I kept hearing the voice and stuff, small, still voice talking. But I ain't had full understanding. But it was like, it'd be like, I'm with you. I'm going with you. I'll meet you there. That type of ordeal. And that's basically like, you know what I'm saying? Just like how Elijah, when he went into that cave, he didn't hear God like that. He heard like what you doing here? Like a small, still voice, like, what you doing here? Like, you ain't supposed to be running away from no woman after you just got done calling down fire on the prophets of Baal. But even in that, so this one particular time I was going to take a test. I was going to take my marketing test actually, and it was cloudy, light drizzle rain, almost like sprinkling outside. And I remember parking. I parked the parking lot by the wreck, and I heard this voice say, "Look up." So I looked up, and there was no sun at all at this particular moment, and it was a cloud, and the cloud was glowing light, like light, like it was light. And he said, "I will never leave you. I'll never forsake you. You are me, and I am you." And he said, "I will never leave you, and I'll never forsake you." And he said that, and as I'm looking up, the cloud goes behind me toward the wreck. So I just turned and watched it, and then it disappeared. So I was like, Lord, like, what's going on? So if you guys read the Apostles, between Mark and Luke, John, James, I think somebody else was called to a mountain with Jesus. And when they got up there, they saw this cloud full of light. And it was crazy because I saw the same thing they saw. And I thought that was pretty unique. And I used to cry when I tell this story. But at that particular moment, I saw him. And now I didn't see when, you know what I'm saying, he come down and he looked like Moses and Elijah and them. I ain't see that part. It's just more so the cloud of light. Now, clouds don't get a whole lot of light, but you know what I'm saying? There's times where you can get a glimpse of what I'm saying is like when you're driving and you see light shining through clouds, It was that type of light, but a cloud. So I wanted to share that tidbit with you because I know my time getting short. But I have many more testimonies about my encounters with Christ. When he said that, because Christ also said that a lot of times. If you read the red letters in the Bible, he said, I am you, you are me. You know, I said we are. Or he'll be like, uh, I am my Father. If I am my Father and you are me, then you are my Father too. So he'll have different types, different swag about himself when he says certain phrases. But I know about that particular one, I was really geeked about it, really geeked. So thank y'all for tuning in on my testimony on a few of my encounters I had with the Most High, God's Son, which is Yeshua, Jesus Christ. Thank y'all. Appreciate you. God bless you. God bless your sickness. God bless your marriage. I hope this testimony bless you and encourage you to ask. If you don't get anything from this, ask God whatever you want and believe you'll get it. Or you can just ask because you are of Christ and he'll show himself. And if you have a heart posture to really know who God is, God will show up because he's very, I won't call him conceited, but he likes to be known. So God bless y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm out.